Hello everyone and welcome back to my Sonic Retrospective. Today we're going to take a look at the next game released in the series, Sonic the Hedgehog, for the Game Gear. While the home console war between Sega and Nintendo raged on, Nintendo quietly made its entry into the handheld market with the Game Boy. With its pack-in game Tetris, the Game Boy became an instant hit and proved that there was a strong market for handheld consoles. So, Sega countered this attack with its own new handheld system, the Game Gear, complete with its own dropping-piece puzzle game. Sega continued their aggressive advertising on this front as well, painting their handheld as the obviously superior option. It was bigger, 8 more batteries, and had an awesome backlit screen with color.
Color? Whoa. Color.
Unlike that other handheld. And of course, Sega couldn't release a brand new piece of hardware without their star. So, let's take a look at their first offering. The Game Gear's 8-bit structure made conversion of Sega Master games fairly easy, and the expanded color palette made the games look better than ever. And especially better than the Game Boy. I mean, it didn't really set a high bar in that department. Sonic the Hedgehog is almost identical to its Master counterpart, but it's different enough to warrant its own review. The smaller screen resolution on the Game Gear means you can't quite see as much of the environment around you, which makes an already challenging game even harder at some points. And some of the bosses are a bit more difficult as well, since the small screen leaves you less time to react. However, a couple of the boss battles are made quite a bit easier because of the small screen. Some of the level layouts have been changed up a bit as well, most likely because of the limitations of the viewing area. Even so, the changed levels are overall still very similar to their Master System counterparts, but just different enough to still keep you on your toes. And even then, most of the levels remain unchanged. So if you've played the game on the Master, you'll still know what you're doing. The music here is pretty much the same. The Game Gear can output in stereo, but since this game was pretty much just a straight port from the Master, which only outputs in mono, they didn't really take advantage of the stereo capabilities. The graphics seem to take pretty good advantage of the expanded color palette. The colors look a bit richer than they do on the Master. Most of the level graphics are pretty much the same, but the jungle level has a lot more going on in the background than what the Master was capable of. While still not quite as good as the game on the Genesis, this game was an excellent way to get your Sonic fix while on the go, just as long as you bought plenty of AA's. Nowadays, you can still find this version on Sonic Mega Collection Plus for PS2 and Xbox, and on Sonic Adventure DX on the GameCube. So look it up if you feel like you're missing out.